My family joined the church when I was probably like 5 or 6. And I remember the missionaries that would come to our home. We were living in Sandy, Utah at the time. And it was Elder Meldrum and Elder Nyland. And I still just love them to this day. And I remember them coming over, and obviously I was 5, so I didn't really like know what was happening. But I knew that there was a different spirit that came into our home. I didn't call it the spirit then, but I knew there was a different feeling. And it just felt really, really important. I couldn't name it, but it just felt really important. And then my parents actually were really quick to convert. I think 10 days after going to church the first time, they started meeting with the missionaries, and then 10 days after that, they were baptized. So it was really fast. And so just my life changed quickly as a child, and I started going to church, and I didn't really think, oh, my life is so much better now as a 5-year-old now that I'm going to church, but it just instilled in me now a gratitude for where my life went as opposed to where it could have. I mean, growing up with the faith system that I have and the belief and the testimony that I have, I'm just so eternally grateful because the challenges that I had in my life, I could not have done without the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I just felt such a gratitude for the missionaries. And I remember growing up always being like, I'm going to go on a mission until I turned 21. And then I was like, no way, that's terrifying. And then I just seemed like every time I turned a corner, God was like, you should really go on a mission. And I was like, no. But then I finally just had this moment where I actually was out serving. I was on a visit with 2 sister missionaries in my ward in California, and I just couldn't deny it anymore. And I remember I went home and I got down on my knees and I just was crying. I was like, fine, I'll go. I'll do it. And I was so scared. And I just remember saying, Heavenly Father, help thou my unbelief. Because I didn't have enough faith to think that I could really serve and do well and just be the kind of missionary that I wanted to be. And I think it was just fear. I was so scared. But I just was like, fine, I'm going to do it. And then I remember I went for a run and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I did it. And it was really scary, but so good.